In today's class, we will discuss about inflation. What is the meaning of inflation? Types of inflation. How inflation occur? What are the reasons for inflation? How inflation can be calculated? Okay. And what are the various steps that can be taken by the central bank or a central government to reduce the inflation or control the inflation? So first, generally, what is the meaning of inflation? General rise in price. What is the meaning of inflation? Okay, in simple language, inflation is nothing but general rise in the price. Price of what? Goods. Price of goods and services.
Manipulation is what?
Okay.
Manipulation of goods.
Manipulation of?
Yes. Another meaning. Manipulation of goods.
No sir, there is no such thing. Okay. So inflation general meaning is that rise in the price of goods and services. Both goods as well as the services. Goods also include capital goods and consumer goods. Capital goods and consumer goods. Capital goods are like machineries. Okay, furniture. Those are capital goods. The goods which are helpful to create another goods. Consumer goods directly we can consume. Chocolate, right? Yeah, ice cream. Understood? So those are consumer goods. So general rise in the price of goods as well as the services. Services also banking service, insurance service, okay, education service, transportation service. That is there, right? All services. Okay, so in short, inflation is nothing but general rise in price of goods as well as services. Understood inflation? Okay. How inflation occur? What are the reasons? What are the reasons for inflation? What are the reasons for inflation? Okay. Generally, there are two reasons why inflation occur. Demand, it is more than the supply. Demand is more than supply. At that time, what will happen? Inflation will occur. Price will increase. Recently, we have seen the price of the tomato. Right? Price of the tomato, we have seen it is reached up to 150 rupees also. Why? Because demand is there, but supply was less. Understood? So, in general thing, inflation will occur when the demand of a particular goods or service either it is increased compared to the supply. First case. Second case is demand is constant, supply reduced. Possibility, right? Demand is constant, supply reduced. Shortage of supply. At that time, what will happen? Automatically the price will increase. Don't you think so? Right. So there is one type of inflation that is called, which is related to demand and supply only. That is demand pull inflation. Demand pull inflation. Then what is the meaning of demand pull inflation? We'll discuss. Demand pull inflation. Demand pull inflation. When this inflation will occur? Cases are there. Whenever demand increase, supply decrease. Whenever demand increase and supply decrease, obviously at that time shortage of supply. If there is a shortage of supply, obviously the price of the particular goods and service will increase. Don't you think so? Right. First case. Then next, when demand it is constant. Demand it is constant. Same. It is not increase or it is not decrease. But supply decrease. Supply decrease. Shortage of supply. Demand for a particular, say demand, for onion there is a demand of 10 kg. 10 kg only. But supply reduce. Supply reduce. Okay, demand is 10 kg, supply is only 7 kg. At that time, what will happen? Price will increase. Why? Because there is a shortage of supply. Right? So second case, what is that? When demand is constant, supply is decrease. Then next, when demand is increasing and supply is constant, possibility, right? Demand is continuously increasing, supply is constant. Supply is constant. Today there is a 10 kg demand of onion. Okay, 10 kg supply, no problem. Tomorrow it is at 15 kg of demand for onion, but supply is 10 kg only. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 20 kg demand of onion, but supply is 10 kg. Right? You getting the point? Supply is constant, but demand is keep on increasing. Understood? So at that time also inflation will occur. Whenever the inflation occur due to the demand or supply, either demand increase, supply decrease, or either demand constant, supply reduce, fall, or either demand increasing, supply is constant. So during, in these three cases, inflation will occur. Okay, whenever the inflation occur due to the mismatch of demand and supply. Okay, that type of inflation it is called demand pull inflation. That type of inflation it is called what? Demand pull inflation. Understood everyone? Back side, front side, right side, left side. Understood everyone? Okay. Then next, another inflation is there, that is cost push. Cost push inflation. Cost push inflation. To make any goods or services, what we required? Factor of production. Factor of production. Don't you think so? To make any goods, to manufacture any goods, or to provide any service, we require certain basic factors. Those factors are called factor of production. What are those factor of production? Land, labor, capital, and organization or entrepreneurship. Right? So these are called factor of production. For creating any, manufacturing any good, it required a land. Okay, labor also. Though now we have a artificial intelligence, robot, automatic. Okay, but to monitor the machine also we require labor. Don't you think so? So labor is required. Capital. Without investment, what we can manufacture, right? Organization, profit. Not a charitable trust. Right? So, for land, what they do? They pay the rent. Okay. For labor, wages. For capital, interest. They pay interest, right? For organization, profit. Profit or loss, whatever it be. Right? So that is it. So here, just listen. With an example we will study. Take an example. In the year 2020. In the year 2020. Okay. The price of a pen. The price of a pen. Okay. Is take an example 10 rupees. Price of the pen is 10 rupees. How? For making one pen. For making one pen, what are the expenditure? For rent, it is giving 2 rupees. Okay, for wage, it is giving 3 rupees. For interest, it is paying 2 rupees. And profit, it is 3. So, total how much? 10 rupees. So, this is the price, including the profit of the manufacturer. So, price of a particular pen is
10.
how much? 10 rupees in the year 2020. And take an example 2021. Rent keep on increasing.
Yes.
It was increased, right? So take an example. Earlier 2 rupees rent. Now 3 rupees is the rent. Wages also increasing. Salary is there, the increment and all those things. That is also keep on increasing. Earlier 3 rupees, now 4 rupees. Interest rate also, it will increase. So earlier 2 rupees, now 3 rupees. Obviously, manufacturer will increase the profit also. Don't you think so? Right. So let's say earlier 3 rupees was the profit, now 4 rupees. How much is the total? 14. I hope 14 only. Right? In the year 2020, what was the price of the pen? 10 rupees. In the year 2021, what is the price of the pen? 14. Is it increase or decrease? Increase. Inflation occurred? Is that inflation occurred due to demand or supply? No, due to cost of production. This is cost of production. This is cost of production, right? For manufacturing a particular product, how much cost is required? Got it? So whenever inflation occurs or there is a general rise in the price due to the cost of production, due to cost of production, then that inflation, it is called cost push inflation. Understood everyone? Understood? What is meant by demand pull inflation? What is meant by cost push inflation? Got it everyone? Okay. The next one. How to calculate the rate of inflation? But we have studied newspaper or current affair. Inflation is increased up to 3%. Inflation is up to 4%, 5%, 7%, 7.3, 8.9, like that. Right? But we have seen. So how, on what basis they will calculate the rate of inflation? Rate of inflation. I'll give you an example. We have taken one example, right? So in the year 2020, the price of the pen was how much? 10 rupees. In the year 2021, the price of the pen was 14 rupees. Right? Understood? How much rupees increased? 4 rupees increased compared to previous year. 4 rupees increase. Okay, but we need to calculate in a percentage wise. How we will calculate? How much increase? 4 rupees. How much was the earlier price? 10 rupees into 100. 10? 40%. So how much inflation? 40% inflation. Now you understood how to calculate the rate of inflation? Any doubt? No. It is simple. Right? How much is the price difference? Earlier and present. Divided by earlier price into 100. Got it? Okay. Understood everyone how to calculate the rate of inflation? Good. Then next, here we have taken example. In our example, we have taken the price of 2020 and we compare with 2021. But what about at country level? What about at country level? So country level, they will calculate the rate of inflation. Okay, based upon the base year. Based upon base year. I'll give in our example only. Take an example in the year 2020. The price of the pen was 10 rupees. 2021 14. 2022 16. So if you want to calculate the inflation rate on 2022, how much is the inflation? 6 by 10 into 100. 6 was the difference, base price and current price, plus how much was the base price? 10. 10 1, 10 10. 60% of the inflation. You understood? Base price is very very important. Without base price, how we can calculate? Don't you think so? How we can say particular goods price increase or decrease? First we should know the base price, right? You're getting the point. In your books, last year you might be purchased that book for 30 rupees. Now it is 35 rupees. You have base price 30 rupees. Then you can say the 5 rupees increased. Don't you think so? You can say 5 rupees increase. So base price is mandatory or not to calculate the inflation? Everyone, is it mandatory? Without base price, can we calculate the inflation? There is no possibility. Okay, so base price is required. So at pan India level, what is the base price? 2011 to 2012. 2011 to 2012. Okay, that is the base year. Base year. If the price of the pen is 20 rupees, how they calculate the inflation? They will compare the price of the pen in the year 2011 to 12 financial year. At that time it is 15 rupees, now it is 20 rupees. How they will calculate? 5 divided by 15 into 100. Here is 33%. Understood? So in this way, rate of inflation will be calculated. Okay. And we have different index also, which is very important. Another important what do you call it? Concept in the inflation is that indexes. Okay. So we have different indexes. Anyway, understood this? Rate of inflation? Everyone? Ministry will decide. Boss की. हाँ देखिए. There is a possibility. Ministry will decide or determine. Okay, MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. That ministry will. Okay. What?
How frequent does it change, sir?
It depends upon the government. In the year 2017, they have changed. Before 2017, the base year was 2004. But in the year 2017, they have changed the base year from 2004 to 2011 to 12. But still, this base year, it is in current affair that MOSPI, it is decided that again it will change the base year from 2011 to 2017. So in future might be, when you are going to write your exam, at that time you might get different base year. I already said economy means whatever we study today, tomorrow it will change. Got it? So base year might be changed in future. Which ministry will decide? MOSPI. We will discuss that one also. Don't worry. So hope you understood how to calculate the rate of inflation. Okay. Then based upon the rate of inflation, we have 4 different type of inflation. Based upon the rate of inflation, again we have 4 different type of inflation. Creeping inflation. When inflation rate is less than 3%. When inflation rate is less than 3%, that inflation is considered as a creeping inflation. Okay. Creeping. Then walking. Walking inflation. When inflation rate is between 3% to 10%. Whenever the inflation rate is between 3% to 10%. At that time that inflation is called walking inflation. Then galloping inflation. Whenever the inflation is more than 10%. Whenever the inflation is more than 10%, at that time that inflation is considered as a galloping. So next, hyperinflation. Hyperinflation. Okay. So whenever the inflation either it is in 3 digit or 4 digit, either 3 digit or 4 digit or more than that, that type of inflation it is called hyperinflation. When the inflation it is in 3 digit or more than 3 digit, 4 digit or more than 4 digit, 5 digit or more than 5 digit, that type of inflation is called hyperinflation. Does any country face this hyperinflation? Yes. During Second World War, Germany, their inflation was ranged up to 24,000% to 36,000%. Okay. In recent time, in the year 2018 and 19, Venezuela, Venezuela has witnessed the 2 million% of inflation. Means once upon a time in Venezuela, the price of the one chocolate is 1 rupee. then the price of the same chocolate was 20 lakh rupees. Okay, in Venezuela. So Venezuela, in recent time, Sudan, Zimbabwe and Venezuela.
Lebanon.
Okay.
Lebanon.
Lebanon also recent time. Lebanon also suffered what you call hyperinflation. Does India suffered at any time hyperinflation witness? No. India never witnessed hyperinflation. Okay, not before independence, not after independence. So understood everyone? So based upon the rate of inflation, again we have four types of inflation, that is creeping, walking, galloping and hyperinflation. Okay. Then what are the reasons for inflation? Demand and supply and cost of production. Don't you think so? Demand and supply and cost of production. That is the main reason for the inflation. Okay, then next, how inflation will be calculated? How we get to know that particular price of the product is increased this much or the decrease this much? Okay, might we have seen in newspaper also or current affair we have read CPI 7%, WPI 8%. Like that. What are that? There is an index. To calculate the inflation, there is an index. We have index that we will discuss in depth. Okay, one by one. So that index is having the basket of goods and services. Basket of goods and services. Means in that index it is mentioned about the goods and the price. Goods as well as the price. Okay. So we have WPI, wholesale price index. Wholesale price index, WPI. Okay. So what is that wholesale price index? Who will issue this index? Who will maintain this index? Okay. So Office of Economic Advisor. Office of Economic Advisor. Okay. They maintain, that office maintain and release the WPI index, wholesale price index. This comes under which department? DIPT, Department of Industrial Promotion. Department of Industrial Production and Promotion, DIPP. Department of Industrial Production and Promotion. This DIPP department comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Understood? Who will maintain the WPI wholesale price index? Office of the Economic Advisor. Office of the Economic Advisor falls under which department? DIPP. Okay. Department of Industrial Production and Promotion. Then that department comes under which ministry? Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay.
Department of Industrial Policy and
Sorry. Policy and Promotion, not production. Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Okay. Then, what does this index contain? What does this index contains? This index contains nearly 676 basket of goods. Okay. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay. This index consists of nearly 676 goods. And wholesale price index, it does not include the services. Please remember. WPI is there, the wholesale price index, it does not include the services. Only goods. This index is only for goods. Okay. And how many goods are there? 676. Okay, apart from that, this WPI index is there, right? It calculates inflation at producer level, not consumer level. It calculates inflation at producer level. Okay. For manufacturers are there, right? They also suffered inflation, right? Raw material increase, price of the raw material, labor increase and all those things. Right? So this WPI, they calculate the inflation at a producer point of view, not the consumer point of view. And the price is wholesale price, not the retail price. Price is wholesale price, not the retail price, WPI. Understood? Two things. Who will issue? Office of Economic Advisor. Comes under which department? Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Comes under which ministry? Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Ministry is also very important. Okay, index. Then this index gives inflation at producer level. Okay, not consumer level. Understood? And this WPI index consists wholesale price, not the retailer price. Understood? Then weightage is there. What is the weightage? You already know the concept of weightage. Right? So, what are the weightage of WPI? Okay. In WPI we have manufacturing good. Manufacturing good. Okay. Manufacturing good is having the highest weightage. Highest weightage nearly 64%. 64% of the weightage given to manufacturing goods. Okay, then next, primary articles. Then next, fuel. Primary articles and next, fuel. That is the weightage according to the chronological order. According to chronological order. Highest to lowest. Highest weightage given to the manufacturing good. Lowest weightage given to the fuel. Under this also some weightage is there. Under manufacturing of goods, highest weightage given to chemicals. Then next, metal. Then next, food. Next, food. This is the weightage under manufacturing goods. Weightage under the manufacturing. Under manufacturing, chemical goods got the highest weightage. After that, metal goods, then food. Then in primary article, highest weightage given to the food articles. Highest weightage given to the food articles, pulses, okay, wheat, barley, that one. Then after food, weightage is given to non-food articles. Non-food articles, tobacco, cotton, right? Tobacco, cotton, those comes under. Even flowers are there. Flowers also comes under non-food category. Then minerals. Minerals. Okay. Then next, under fuel, highest weightage given to the oil. Highest weightage given to who? Oil. Second highest weightage given to electricity. Second highest weightage given to electricity. The third highest weightage given to the coal. Coal. So this is the weightage system under WPI. Wholesale price index. Understood everyone? Who will issue, which department, which ministry, which inflation it will calculate. Understood? And what are the weightage? Okay, which are distributed under wholesale price index. Highest weightage given to manufacturing goods, then prime article, then fuel. Under manufacturing also highest weightage given to chemical, then metal, then food. In primary article also highest weightage given to food, then non-food, then minerals. In fuel highest weightage given to oil, then electricity, then coal. Okay. Please remember this weightage system. This weightage system is very, very important for prelims point of view. Understood? In what you call prelims, they will ask, arrange the following according to the chronological order in their weightage in WPI. Okay, so who is having highest weightage, who is having lowest weightage, we need to remember. Imran. Yeah, the thing is that that is at two level, agriculture and industrial level. देखो अब पर्टिकुलर नूडल्स की बात बताता हूँ. गेहूं होगा तो नूडल्स आएगा, नूडल्स बनेगा फैक्ट्री में, गेहूं बनेगा एग्रीकल्चर में. ये समझ आया? That one. Okay. So this is about WPI, wholesale price index. Then that's CPI. CPI. I forgot to mention one point. Base year of WPI is 2011 to 2012. Base year of WPI is 2011 to 2012.
Why the 2011?
Financial year, no? It will start 1st April and 31st March.
When it will change? When it will change?
Don't do. It depends upon ministry. But at present we don't have this thing. Earlier we used to have. But at present, same base year for WPI, CPI, CFPI, IAP. Okay, so easy to remember. Now, hope everyone understood about WPI, wholesale price index. Now we will discuss about CPI, consumer price index. Consumer price index. Who will prepare, who will issue this index? CSO, Central Statistics Office. Central Statistics Office. Okay, this office will prepare and release the CPI index. Okay, then next, what do you call? CSO comes under which ministry? MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay, so that is the ministry. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Understood? So who will make a CPI? CSO, Central Statistic Office. So that falls under which ministry? Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay. And this CPI is there, right? CPI calculate the inflation at retail level. At retail level. WPI calculate at wholesale level. Okay. Wholesale level, and they calculate inflation at producer point of view. Producer or manufacturer point of view. CPI will calculate the inflation at retail prices, and they show the inflation at consumer level. At consumer level, or they will calculate the inflation on consumer point of view. Okay, so CPI also include the goods as well as services. WPI does not include service, but CPI include service. In service we don't have wholesale service, retail service. Service is service. That's service charge. Understood? So CPI also include the service. WPI does not include the service. Okay. WPI calculate at wholesale price, CPI calculate at retail price. WPI calculate inflation in producer point of view, CPI calculate inflation at consumer point of view. Understood? Who will, what do you call this one, prepare that CPI? CSO. Falls under which ministry? MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. What is the base year? Say 2011 to 2012. That is the base year for consumer price index. Okay. Now weightage. Weightage under this index. Okay. So highest weightage given to the food, beverages. Highest weightage given to food and beverages. After food and beverages, health and education. Health and education. After that, house. Then lighting. Then next, clothing and footwear. clothing and footwear. So this were the weightage, okay, in consumer price index. Highest weightage given to the food and beverages, lowest weightage given to clothing and footwear, shopping. Okay, and please remember, housing is there, right? Okay, housing, it is for urban areas only, not for rural areas. Housing index is there, na? Inflation index, that is for urban area, not for rural area. Lightning, electricity. Who will do? CSO, ministry. At any time it can be changed. Reshuffle also. Understood? If it is changed, you will study current affair. Okay, that's why I said that today's current affair is tomorrow's subject. Base year also can be changed. Base year also can be changed. Okay, so these weightages are there, right? According to the need. According to need, not according to the base year. This weightage they have given the according to the need of those things, goods, not according to the base year. Please remember. So this is about rural inflation. They won't calculate. Hardly it will increase. Right? Rural areas. Their what do you call it? Land value is also very good. We can see this Devadal and all this areas increase because of development. But not each and every area. Rural area. They categorize as urban or town, then we include. Okay? So this is about weightage of CPI, Consumer Price Index. Understood? Everyone?
Yes.
Any doubt?
Housing, why only they calculate urban? Why they calculate only urban housing?
There is a high fluctuation of price at urban level when compared to rural. Rural it is minimal, 1% or 2%. But urban 30-40% like that. That is the reason. Okay? So this is about Consumer Price Index and its weightage. Now CFPI. 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 So what is the CFPI? Consumer Food Price Index. Consumer Food Price Index. Okay. And say who will issue this index? CSO. Central Statistic Office. Which comes under which ministry? MOSPI. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay. Sim. What is the base year? 2011 to 2012. It is similar to CPI. But what is the difference? This index calculates the inflation only on food products. Only on food products. Or this index provides the inflation rate of food. Inflation rate of only food. WPI, food, non-food, fuel, electricity, other things. CPI also, food and non-food items, others also. But CFPI it is only for food. Okay. Consumer Food Price Index. Then if I talk about the weightage, highest weightage in CFPI given to cereals. Cereals, then milk, vegetable, oil, egg, vegetable, okay, vegetable, oil, egg, meat, fish, egg, meat, fish, like that. After that we have pulses. Pulses. After pulses, what do you call fruits? After fruits, sugar. After sugar, other condiments. Other condiments. So these are the weightage in CFPI, Consumer Food Price Index. Okay, this type of weightage you won't find in any standard book. It is not there in Ramesh Singh also. Okay, this thing you can get it from official government data. Particular ministry, you can get the data. Go to the particular ministry website, particular department. There you can get the weightage data. Last one, other condiments. Apart from this thing, what are the other things are there, right? That one. Okay. Highest weightage given to cereals. Then next, milk. Then vegetable, oil, egg, meat, fish. Then next, non-veg. Then next, pulses, fruits. Okay. Then next, sugar. Then next, other condiments. So these are the weightage of consumer food price index. Cereals, oats, carbohydrates. The cereals are rich in carbohydrates. No? Oats are there. And what is that others? There upama is also there. Okay. Anyway, so hope you understood what is that CFPI. What is the base year of CFPI? 2011 to 2012. Who will prepare this index? CSO. Comes under which ministry? MOSPI. Okay. So this CFPI will calculate the inflation of
CFPI.
food. Name itself suggests. Food, not wholesale, retail, consumer level. Okay, price of the food, exclusively food. Understood? Everyone? Okay. The next, another index is there. That is IIP. Index for Industrial Production. Index for Industrial Production. Okay, IIP, Index for Industrial Production. So, who will issue, who will calculate, same thing, CSO comes under MOSPI, base year also same. What is that, 2011 to 2012? 2011 to 2012. IIP calculate the inflation at industrial level. At industrial level. Raw materials are there, no? Raw material, okay, other things which are required at industrial level. Name itself suggests index for industrial production. That means it calculates the inflation at industrial level. Got it? Who will calculate? CSO. CSO comes under which ministry? Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Understood till here, everyone? Okay, what is the base year? 2011 to 2012. It will provide the data of inflation of which sector? Understood? Okay. The next, what about the weightage? What about the
Large scale or small scale?
large? Okay. Large, small, whatever it will be, but industrial level. Okay? And what do you call it? What about the weightage of this index? Manufacturing. Highest weightage given to the manufacturing. Then next mining. Then next energy. Mining. First manufacturing. Highest weightage given to the manufacturing sector. Then next mining. Then next energy. Energy, electricity, coal, those things. Okay, from industrial point of view. Got it? And this IIP is there, right? IIP will give inflation based upon the core industries. Core industries. Core industries. What are core industries? Core industries are the base of the industries in India. Base. We have basic need. Right? What is that basic need? Food, shelter, clothes, nowadays mobile phone and internet. Basic need, right? In the same way, certain industries are there. Those are basic industries. Those are basic industries. Those industries are called as core industries. Core industries. Whenever you read about the IIP, in IIP it is also mentioned about the core industries inflation, whether it is increase or decrease. Okay, so in IIP more weightage given to this core industries only. And what is core industry? We have already discussed. Then how many core industries are there in India? 8. How many core industries are there in India? 8. What are those core industries? Cement, crude oil, okay, cement, crude oil, coal, then next steel, fertilizer, electricity, refinery product, natural gas. So these are the 8 core industries. Okay, how many core industries are there? 8. What are those industries? Cement, crude oil, coal, steel, fertilizer, electricity, refinery product and natural gas. Okay, so this is about IIP, Index for Industrial Production. Okay, now we have studied what is inflation. Refinery, petroleum, jelly, gasoline, right? Those are refineries. Crude oil is different. No? Crude oil, it is a raw material for the petroleum. From crude oil we will get the petrol. But refinery products are different. Okay. And next, till now we studied about what? Inflation. What is the meaning of inflation? What are the reasons for inflation? Types, cost push inflation, demand pull inflation, how it will occur. Right? We have studied. Then apart from that, what we have studied?
Rate of classification based on
What is rate of inflation? Based upon the rate of inflation, type of inflation. Then indexes also we have studied. That is 4 index. WPI. Okay, CPI. Then CFPI. Then IIP. Right. Then another index is also there. That is NHB Residex. NHB Residex. So what is that index? Okay. So this index will provide the inflation rate. Inflation rate of properties. Inflation rate of properties. Only properties. Food is there, CFPI. For industry, IIP. For consumer level, CPI. For manufacturing level, wholesale level, WPI. Right. In the same way, exclusively for the property, the price of the property increase or decrease, whether inflation increase or decrease, we can get to know by which index? NHB Residex. NHB Residex deals only with the properties. Properties both, Residex only it is a name. Okay. NHB National Housing Bank. We discussed. Okay. So this NHB Residex is there, right? It provides the inflation rate of property. That property might be commercial property or a residential property. Property for selling or property for rented also. If rent is increased, how much increase? Rent is decreased, how much decrease? Value of the property increase, how much increase? Value of the property decrease, how much decrease? Okay. Now, who will issue this index? NHB, National Housing Bank. Who will issue this? NHB residence, NHB, National Housing Bank. National Housing Bank, it is a subsidiary of the RBI. RBI is a fully owner of NHB, National Housing Bank. National Housing Bank deals with only house loans. Only house loans. Okay, it was established in 1988 and RBI is the full owner, 100% owner of this NHB. And NHB exclusively deals with the home loans in India. Okay, and NHB issue one index, that is NHB Residex, which will provide the inflation rate of properties in India. Does it cover each and every city and each and every, either it is an urban area or rural area? No. Till now it is covered, I think, 50 cities, not even rural area also.
Inflation rate of property means only land.
Huh?
Only land.
Both land as well as the built one. Both. Okay. So at present it is having data of nearly 50 cities. It will provide the inflation rate of nearly 50 cities in India. Again, rural areas it won't provide the data. Okay. It won't provide. For this, no idea. Okay. So hope you understood NHB Residex. What is the base year of this NHB? 2013. 2013 is the base year for this residence. NHB Residence. Understood? So this is also one of the index to calculate the inflation. Okay, but general way CPI, WPI, CFPI, IAP is important. Okay, not this one, NHB Residence. It may or may not ask. Got it, everyone? So this is about the inflation. We have studied inflation. We have studied how to calculate the inflation also. Anyone is having any doubt? Okay. Then next, what is headline inflation? What is core inflation? Yeah. Headline inflation and core inflation. Headline inflation as well as the core inflation. Headline inflation, inflation of all the weightage. Inflation of all the weightage. In CPI, we have weightage like housing. Sorry, this one. First, highest weightage given to the food and beverages. Then next, health and education. Then housing. Then electricity and lighting. Then footwear and clothing. Right? So, if I say headline weightage means weightage, inflation of all weightage. Inflation of all weightage in a particular index. So that is headline inflation. Then what is core inflation? Core inflation is very simple. Okay. So what we need to minus from headline inflation? From headline inflation, just reduce the food and fuel weightage. From the headline inflation, just reduce the food and fuel weightage. Rest all the weightage is there, right? All the inflation of that weightage, that is called core inflation. Excluding these two. Core inflation, very simple. Reduce the food and fuel from the headline inflation. Then we will get a core inflation. Understood, everyone? What is meant by headline inflation and what is meant by core inflation? Okay? Then next, skewflation. Then what is the meaning of skewflation? Skewflation is nothing but it is a phenomenon in an economy where the price of the other weightage products or services is constant. It is constant, and the price of a particular goods or service, it is increasing constantly. It is increasing constantly. I'll give an example. Price of the onion same, price of the what do you call tomato? Sorry, this one. What do you call potato same, but the price of the tomato is increasing, plus the price of the petrol is increasing continuously. Rest prices it is same, clothing same, housing is also same, electricity, lighting is also same, right? But at a country level, at an economic level, the price of the other goods and services is constant. Okay, but the price of a particular good or services keep on increasing. That phenomena it is called skewflation. Very important. Understood? What is the meaning of skewflation? Okay. Once again. Okay. In technical term, if I say skewflation means it is a phenomena in an economy, country's economy, where the price of a particular good or service it is increasing. Constantly it is increasing, and the price of a particular goods or service, other goods or service is constant. Example, the price of the clothing same, the price of the housing same, the price of the what you call even certain food item is same, but the price of the tomato is increasing continuously, right? And the price of the what you call electricity is same, right? But the price of the petrol is increasing, the price of the diesel is increasing, right? You are getting the point. So that phenomena it is known as skewflation. Okay, it will happen. If today tomato price is increasing, one day onion price will increase. Rest other will be constant. Understood? So that phenomena is a skewflation. Now understood everyone? Okay, terminologies are very important here. Terminologies are very important, like inflation, headline inflation, core inflation, CPI, WPI, CFPI, IIP, NHB Residex. Got it? Understood everyone? What is skewflation? The next, deflation. What is deflation? Deflation means decreasing in the price of the goods and service. Inflation, increasing. Deflation, opposite to the inflation, that is decreasing in the price of goods and services. Okay. The next, stagflation. Stagflation. Stagflation means it is a phenomena in an economy where inflation is keep on increasing. Inflation is also increasing, unemployment is also increasing. Okay, both inflation is also increasing as well as the unemployment is also increasing. That phenomena in a country economy or that situation it is called stagflation. Understood? What is meant by skewflation? What is meant by deflation? What is meant by stagflation? Okay? So understood everyone about the inflation? What is meaning by what do you mean by inflation? And what do you call types of inflation? Based upon the rate, what are the types of inflation? Understood? How to calculate the inflation? Indexes are there: CPI, WPI, CFPI, IIP, right? So their index, who will issue that index, who will prepare, under which ministry, weightage. Okay, all these things are very, very important.
Inflation of currency is not there. Inflation of currency.
That is devaluation or revaluation, not inflation. If Indian rupee is reducing against the dollar, that is reducing. Depreciation. Depreciation can be. Devaluation means country intentionally they are reducing the value of its own currency. That is devaluation. But at market level, a particular country currency is reducing against the foreign country. That is called depreciation. The commerce student know depreciation. Appreciation, depreciation. Okay? Anyway. Understood till here? Yes. Everyone? Everyone? Yes, okay. Now we will discuss how to control the inflation. What are the measures to control the inflation. Okay. So how? Which authority can control the inflation at country level? Please remember, at every country level, okay, two authorities can control the inflation. That is, one is central bank of every country. Central bank of every country. In case of India, it is RBI. Next, central government. Central government of any country. In case of India, it is the Indian government, union government, or central government. Okay. If central bank is controlling the inflation, okay, through a policy that is called monetary policy. Central bank controls the inflation through a policy that is called monetary policy. If central government controls the inflation through a policy, that policy is called fiscal policy. Policy is called fiscal policy.